It was the summer before my junior year of high school. I had just been told that I was accepted into the highest theater class in my school. I was extremely excited and also extremely nervous. We had a class meeting in the summer, and our teacher told us that we were going to find out our fall competition show. I was extremely excited because this was the first competition show that I would ever be a part of. Before she went to tell us, she stopped and looked at us, and then started doing some weird thing with her hands, some sort of code that I didn't understand. My classmate next to me shouted out what he thought that she was saying, and then he guessed it. He was right. My theater teacher said, yes, we're doing a play called Shuttersome, Tales of Poe. I was excited, but had no clue how we got to that point. She then told us that we'd be having sign language throughout our play. And at first, I thought, great, we're gonna have an interpreter, how cool. She then told us that we were the ones signing every spoken line. I was extremely intimidated about being in this new theater class, trying to prove myself while also having to learn a whole language. My teacher has a deaf son and multiple hard of hearing and deaf friends, which she talks about regularly. So this makes sense why we're doing sign language in our show. Because of her love for her friends and her son and wanting to include them, it catapulted my love for the language. Today, we're going to be talking about how precision and facials are extremely important in sign language, or ASL, and also demonstrate some simple signs. Starting with precision. Precision is extremely important. A single finger movement can determine what word you're saying. SigningSavvy.com says that there are 2 different meanings for multiple different words. When you're signing, you have to make sure that it's very specific, or else you could be signing something completely different. An example of this are the words sick and disease. Sick, there's a hand at the forehead and a hand near the belly. Both fingers are indented like this, sick. However, disease has the same hand position but moving towards you. Sick, disease. Finger spelling is very similar. However, they all have individual signs, but some of them are really close together and you have to be careful. Examples of this would be K and P and A and S. For example, the letter P with the thumb between your middle finger and your pointer finger, the thumb is between pointing down. However, the letter K is the same finger movements, but up. Now, this might not seem that complicated, but when you're trying to spell fast, it can be. Moving on to body language. Precision is extremely important, but body language might be more important. Body language and facials can make or break what you're trying to say. They help convey the convo, and they help you tell what kind of context you need around it. HandTalk.me says that facials and body language are the same thing as tone and rhythm in spoken language. They help reveal emotion and help convey the context. For example, when you're signing the words good and bad, you wouldn't sign the word bad with a smile on your face. It just wouldn't make sense to go meaning bad. Instead, if you're signing bad, you would make more of an angrier face, like that. To show how precision and some facial and body language matters, I'm going to demonstrate some conversation starters. So for example, we start off with hi. You're taking your hand from your forehead and going away. Next, how are you? How, you bring in towards yourself and go up. How are you? Sometimes people in the deaf or hard of hearing community kind of combine those two. So they go, how are you? How are you? If you're asked, how are you in sign language, there's a couple different ways you can reply. You can reply, good, chin to palm, good, bad, chin to palm, but you flip over your dominant hand, bad, or fine, fine. Once you have your conversation, a great way to end is by saying, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. As you can see, sign language is not just motions. It's very precise, and you need to be careful. Today, we've discussed precision, body language, as well as demonstrating some signs. So although I was terrified to be in this class and learn a whole new language, I'm so thankful for the experiences that I've gained. I've learned a lot about accessibility and sharing the art I love with everybody, and I cannot wait to learn more.